let's see how this works. I've never done this, so we're testing it out. Testing. Let's see, I'm going to run over to this and drop. Okay, so it does look like I have pinned. If anybody wants to come up. This is so weird doing this. So weird. Hello, thanks for joining. I've never done this part, so I've always just joined people's lives. I've never actually done my own through StreamYard, so thanks for jumping over. It's interesting being on this side, having the whole panel down below. Hi, Michelle. How are you? I figured I was not tired yet, so I might as well jump on my own and figure this shenaniganness out, because ideally I'd love to be able to do this on Ollie's channel. Yes, this is my first time using StreamYard doing my own live. I've done lives before on like Ollie's channel, but it's just been like through YouTube. I've never done it through StreamYard. Hi, Mama Four Boys. Thanks for joining me. I know it's definitely different. I'm not gonna lie, it's different being on like this end versus being in somebody else's live stream. There's lots more buttons. So let's hope I don't mess it up. I'm good. How are you guys? If you guys want to drop your link in the chat box, you can enter Prepper. Devil Dog helped me set that up because I was not good at that. I did not know how to do any of this a couple of weeks ago. So I am learning. Mama Four Boys, how old are your children? Yay, so it does work. Yay! Michelle, thank you for joining me on this channel. I know this is completely different than Ollie's channel. This is more of like what we do in between Ollie, but I appreciate it. 16, 14, 9, and 2. Wow, you've got a spread. Well, I guess I do too. I've got 18, almost 5, and just turned 7. See, and now I have control of that little thingy, this little thingy, however you point to it. Which I've never had control of that. So that's really cool. Yeah, so the only problem, Michelle, with doing this, like with Ollie's channel, is like Ollie would just be all over the place. So unless I just like went live by myself and could film it on the computer, that would be different. Thank you, Outdoor Eagle. I appreciate it. There's going to be lots of whatevers. I do tons of shenaniganness. Tons. And I'm glad the Nightbot works. That's always nice too. I don't know what the star button does. Find out. It says star. I don't know what that does. Starred 1. You can star important comments so you remember to discuss them during the show. Oh. Ugh. What time do I go to bed? Oh, like 1, 2 a.m. ish. Kind of depends. Depends on the day, if I have a lupus flare. Hello, Low Family Adventures. What is your first name? Because I am trying to remember everybody's names, and since I'm newer to this community, it is very hard to remember everybody. Yes, thank you. So this one, and then I have this one too that's hard to see. They didn't stain them both the same. Tanya. Okay, I will remember that because I have an aunt named Tanya and I have a client named Tanya. So I will remember that. I do, what is it called? Physical, or I'm a personal trainer on the side. That's like something I do. I am certified. So I do online personal training, and one of my clients is named Tanya. So I will remember that. Yes, I will be sending that out probably this coming week, probably by Friday. I'm hoping to get a couple more people signed up. I still have more slots to fill. I kind of thought that people would sign up for 2 or 3 slots at a time. And it seems that there's a couple other collaborations going on for the month of May. So not as many as I thought were going to sign up for 2 did. So I have a lot of slots open. So if anybody wants another slot, there's ones open. That would be awesome. The more, the better. I have a couple other people that said they could do a couple more too if they need it. So I'll be reaching out, like I said, probably by Wednesday to see if we can get some more slots filled up. Ideally, it was open for 2 slots per day. Sorry, I keep hitting my knee on the table. That way I could really get a good variety of channels. The more the better, in my opinion, for like collaborations like this. You know, the more shares and the more you go underneath their playlist as well. Hi, Randy. This is my first time doing a live through StreamYard. So thank you for joining. It's weird being on this end of it. And I will post the link if anybody wants to join. I'm not used to, Randy, I'm not used to having all the control be on my end. Hello, Outdoors with Big Mac. I know, and I've never had the button where I could do, let's see what finger I need. This, I've never had the button where I could do this, so it's cool. I like it. I just got done on Shirley's live, and I just figured that I am not ready to go to bed, so. And I didn't see anybody else on my stream that was live that I could join their live, so. Hello, Zombie Prepper. How are you this evening? Or morning, whatever it is to you, wherever you are at in the world. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. We've got 8 people in here. That was more than I thought I would get. And you can drop your link by entering Prepper down below. We did test it out, so it does work. Since this is my first live stream with StreamYard, I had Devil Dog help me set up, Eddie, he helps me set up the night bot. There you go. Yep. Okay, so it is working. Yay! Does anyone have any awesome plans for this coming week? I've got a lot of planting that needs to get done this week. Like, a lot. Too much. I'm probably behind, actually, on planting. And I'm covering my can because it is an adult beverage. Never know if kiddos are watching. What you got going on this weekend, Ontario Prepper? Yes, we are down to 40. I think it gets down to 40 degrees tonight, which is hopefully the last cold night. 39. It's switched to 39. Yep. 39. Oof. So everything I've planted is cold hardy, frost hardy, because I didn't want to get stuck with the weather turning to like 30 degrees. We had a pretty decent rain couple days ago. That should be fun. Wow, it must be like camping season. Everybody's going camping. I'm so sad. All right, I'm gonna step out for 1 second, friends. My kiddos need their movie turned on. So it'll take me like 1 minute to turn on their movie. So I don't want to stop the stream and then have to restart. So there's a lot of buttons to click. So 1 second. All right. Hello, friends. So sorry. Kiddos come first for sure. Let's see what I missed. Hello, Jen and Steve. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Hello, Shanster Travel.
Can you give us monkey stuff and put them up?
I don't know what I missed. Something. Yes. That is a great idea. That helps save on feed cost as well. May 1st. Dang. I think ours is technically supposed to be the middle of April, but I definitely think that it is possible for us to get the next round. Okay, so I'm definitely jealous of that. I just planted my lettuce. Well, not my lettuce. Some of my lettuce is in the greenhouse, but I just planted my kale and my spinach in ground like last week. Oh, that one was my husband. I don't know about peas, man. I planted them one year and did not get a very good harvest off of them for the amount of peas and the amount of work that it took. So, not sure if I will be doing peas again this year. But we did just get the other part of the garden. If you've watched a couple of the garden videos that we've done, we just had them till up those tree stumps. So now the garden has been like extended by a lot. So I got a lot to plant. Yes, it is a ton of work. That's what I was like, I've done lima beans as well, lima beans last year. And I was like, got maybe this small, tiny, is there a Nightbot word? Yes, prepper. Will drop your link in the description or in the chat. Can't get my words straight. Good night, Ontario Prepper. But I got like a small bag, like maybe this much lima beans from what I did. And it was a ton of work. And I was like, this is just not enough. But I am trying some cool new things this year. So I am doing spoon tomatoes, which essentially like 10 tomatoes fit on a spoon and they're super tiny. And I think that my squirrel monkey will really like those because they're tiny. And then I am doing quinoa this year, which I've never planted that. I guess I didn't really realize that you could. So I bought seeds from Baker's Creek this year and plan to do a bunch of that as like my grain source. So if those do really well, I will definitely do those a lot more because that's a good grain that you can store for longer term that many people kind of overlook. And I kind of like quinoa, so. I planted strawberries. Don't know if they'll come up or not this year. Hopefully. Actually did get, I asked to be sponsored or an influencer for Greenstock. Hopefully they accept me into their program. It's really hard because Ollie's channel has just the right amount of subscribers, but it's not necessarily the best for in like sponsorships and stuff. So because not very many people have monkeys, so it's very hard to sell anything monkey, I guess. Cheddar pepper prepper. We had a hoot trying to say your name the other day in one of the live chats I was in. Yes, I actually used an old kitchen sink to plant my strawberries because Greenstock took forever to email me back. But hopefully they have 2 weeks to decide whether or not they are going to enter me into their influencer program through through Ollie's channel. Because obviously this channel doesn't have enough subscribers and enough traffic yet to do any of that. Oh no, Michelle, that's so sad. Stupid squirrels. Michelle, I hope they do too. I really like their stuff. It is a little bit more pricey, but Greenstock has like the vertical planters, and ideally I would love to have 2, and I'd like to have them on my front porch. So that way I could do greens for Ollie. So like spinach, lettuce, kale, and then strawberries, because the strawberries will come back every year. And so I don't want to put them out in the main garden because that gets tilled every year. And I don't want to do that. But we'll find out, hopefully. I hope so. All right, let's see. And I actually got a notification from Temu today. I don't know if anybody's used them or not. It's essentially the same thing as like Wish was. Cherokee purple tomatoes. I did not do those this year. Okra, I don't do okra. And I did probably 50 onion bulbs this year. This is very true. If you don't plant it, it won't grow. You're absolutely right. Fruit-wise, Thank you, Randy. I would probably say berries in general. So like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Mika, silly dog. That's probably along the same lines of what he doesn't like wet stuff. So like watermelon, cantaloupe, things like that he doesn't really like. Oh, there you go. So I actually want to get like bird netting so that way they can't eat all my berries, because I have a ton of blackberries and a ton of raspberries that are coming through. Yeah, I did not do those. I did, oh man, I did Baker's Creek Heirloom. Let's see, I did the Spoon tomatoes. I did the Bonnie's Best tomatoes. I did the Ozark Pink tomatoes, and I did some sort of Roma paste tomato. I can't remember the name of it, but I think I did like 250 tomatoes. So I've got a lot of tomatoes coming. See, I didn't know what okra was growing up. I didn't know a lot of things growing up. My parents don't cook or didn't cook. And so okra's not one that I had until I was like older. And it's not really a thing that you eat up north. And now that I'm down south, it's like a huge thing. So I have a friend who makes it and like deep fries it and just like swears that that's the only way you can eat it. So I might have to try it, like her southern recipe, because I think I would like that versus the soggy okra that I had. I canned it one year. My mom and I found a really good deal on it and canned it. And like I ended up pitching them after like 6 years that they sat on my shelf because they were like goopy and gross. I actually think I'm probably going to use like T-post and like post it in around. Zombie Prepper says small weights and drape them over. Gumbo is not gumbo unless you put okra in it. I don't think I've ever actually had a traditional gumbo. I don't think it would be bad. I'm not a big seafood person though, so if it had shrimp or seafood in it, which most gumbo probably does, I wouldn't like it. I am currently in North Carolina, originally from Ohio. My husband is originally from England, and he's a military brat, so he came over and has been in pretty much like every state in the United States. So I'm in good old North Carolina. I was stationed down here at Fort Bragg, and that's where I met my husband because both him and I are medically retired military. So OHIO. Yep. I was raised near Toledo, Ohio, so northwest corner. And then we moved back up to Ohio for a little bit and decided that we hated the snow and hated the weather and came back down here. So yes, Luke's side of the family is in South Carolina. And actually, Monkey Boo is down in South Carolina too. So we should be going down that way at some point. We travel down there a couple times a year to see his parents. Okay, yep, I know right about where that's at. Oh. Okay. Give me 1 second. I actually need to put Ollie to bed. Luke just texted me and said, "You forgot to put the monkey to bed." He's right. I forgot to put the monkey to bed. So we got to put the monkey to bed really quick. Yeah, so Michelle, YouTube has been changing a lot of its rules, guidelines, I guess you could say. So like Pete's video that went viral, his banana video that had like 250 million views or whatever it's at now, 300 million views. I know it's up there. It was over 250 last I looked. They decided to randomly demonetize it after it had been going for multiple years. And that's where he made a lot of his money, was through that video. And they've done it to me as well. So the video of the 5 things to consider before getting a monkey, my most viewed video, they did the exact same thing. They demonetized it as soon as it started to take off. And so I didn't make anything from that video for the entire time it was taking off. And I had to appeal it multiple times. And they said it was, I forget how they deemed it, but they had said this has been manually reviewed, and the reviewer deemed it as inappropriate or whatever it was. But that video, there's nothing in it that would be against YouTube's guidelines. So after they did that, then, to both him and myself, he was saying that YouTube just kind of picks and chooses when it wants to like demonetize a video. So yeah, that kind of made him a little bit angry, which it made me angry too. And I'm just a smaller YouTube channel. So yeah, that's kind of the backstory to that. That's why he doesn't post as much, because at any point YouTube can say, this video isn't allowed for ads, and then YouTube will go and play ads on that and get full credit for that because that video has been demonetized, instead of paying the creator the monetization chunk that it owes them. This is very true. Very, very, very true. Yeah, it's not fun. Let's say that. And, they take a huge chunk out of it. Like, I barely get to $100 every month to be able to get a check from them. So you have to get $100 or more, or it rolls over to the next month until you make $100, and then AdSense will pay you. So like, I barely make the cutoff. I've missed the cutoff a couple times in this past year where I haven't made $100. And that's with 43K subscribers and members. Like, that's counting all the revenue. Yeah, it's like pretty much impossible to please the YouTube gods. And that's why it's really sad for me to be back at the beginning and to see a lot of these smaller channels who are, that's like their goal is to get monetized, which is great. That's a fantastic goal, but they don't see, like, once they get there, it's really not as grand, or you're not going to be making as much money as you think your content should be making. So it's almost disappointing when you get there, I guess you could say. And it's sad because, even these small content creators put in so much effort, and they put in so much work to get to these high standards of 4,000 watch hours, which is absolutely insane, by the way. 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. Most of them get to the 1,000 subscribers before they can get the 4,000 watch hours. And so they're like in this weird limbo where they finally hit the subscriber count, and then their watch hours goes for a year, and then YouTube starts taking those watch hours off because it's only good for 365 days, and then they start taking them off. So it's really sad because, a lot of these channels deserve to have their small paycheck. I mean, it will be small, but they deserve that. They earned that, and they put in a lot of work for that. And I spend more on Ollie's channel than what I make. Easy. Little one needs a Band-Aid. Yeah, so that's, yes, yeah. it's kind of like that. And YouTube can pick and choose what video it wants to be monetized on your channel and what it doesn't. And with shorts, man, shorts really kind of screw over the whole analytic part of it. So now people just want to watch shorts, which is fine, but you don't make anything off of shorts. Like 13,000 views is like 10 cents or something stupid. Like it's very minuscule. Yes, and we have moved to other, I guess you would say, other platforms, not necessarily video platforms. I have sold some videos to things like Viral Hog and things like that, but they just don't do well. And I mean, I've been, like I feel like I've done as much as I can to push Ollie's channel. Okay, so we partnered with a bigger channel. So Monkey Boo has 2.5 million subscribers. We were partnered with him, for like 30 years. We just unpartnered with him less than a year ago. So we were partnered with a big channel. We started off everything on the right, had decent equipment, had decent audio, paid for a lot of subscriptions. I self-educated myself on everything. And then we got the subscribers. And then, of course, we were waiting for the watch hours because that takes forever. And once we got to the watch hours, it just kind of like it got to a point where I've been sitting at like 40K subscribers now for like 2 years. And it's just really hard to grow any further than that. And I feel like we've done as much as we can. We've been on TV, we've sold videos, we've been on CNN. Like, I feel like I've done everything. We've been in the paper. I feel like we've done everything that I can to make that channel grow, I guess you would say. It just kind of is what it is, like at this point, it's a lot of work. And I mean, that's fine. It started off more as like a hobby and was fun, but now it's like it's really a lot of work because Ollie doesn't do the things that people want to watch. They go and they see these third world country videos of monkeys being abused and monkeys swimming in water, and Ollie doesn't like water. And I don't abuse my monkey and I don't force him to do anything that he doesn't want to do. So it's kind of like a weird kind of limbo, I guess you would say. But if anybody has suggestions on how to grow any more with that, I really am kind of at a loss when it comes to that. And we've done really well on like Facebook and Instagram, but Facebook and Instagram promotes, the bikini babes and, things like that we just were not. So yeah, I can't watch any of them either, Michelle. Like they're awful. Oh, thank you, Cheddar Pepper Prepper. I have to say that very slowly because I cannot say it fast. And thank you, Helen, for telling your man to take out the trash and get some sleep. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, Shirley. Just doing our best. This is very true, Michelle. You would almost have to do like live capture. So where you would just set the camera on and let it go live, and then people can come in and leave as they please. I thought about doing that with Ollie, but Ollie's just all over the place. He would never stay in one spot to be able to film him, or I don't have like the camera equipment to be able to like 360 film a room. But I have thought about that. That would be really cool. Yes. Yes, so go check out. I'm gonna go. I don't think I'm subscribed to this one yet. Woo! Please don't kill me, Shirley. So I will say it is much easier creating content for this channel versus Ollie's channel, because there's so many more things that I can do collaborations, which I can't really do on Ollie's channel. You know, and I can do lives, which lives are a little bit different with Ollie. I can't do them from the computer because he would just be all over the dang place. Let's see, I'm gonna pop out this chat. There we go. Yeah, it makes it a lot harder. Hello, Cobalt. How are you this evening? No, he never stays in one spot. Never stays in one spot, that's for sure. We are just chilling out. I can't believe it's already been 43 minutes, y'all. Time goes fast when you're live. I was on Shirley's live for like 2 hours and didn't realize that it had been like 2 hours. I know, Michelle's been hanging with me for a couple hours now. Go, Michelle, go. It is almost 10:30, I know. But I don't go to bed till like 2, so it's very easy to get sidetracked, that's for sure. I've been watching the old Hell's Kitchen. And it's kind of hard to watch because the graphics are pretty bad, but it is funny to see how Gordon Ramsay used to be versus how he is now. So that's been like my late night addiction. Big Luke or Little Luke, Michelle? Oh, Tanya, yeah, 8:30 is like super early. You've got plenty of time. So Big Luke, so typically, so if y'all don't know, my husband and my eldest son are both named Luke, so that's why I'm asking Big Luke or Little Luke. And my husband is let me see if I can get this right, 100% disabled, medically retired, disabled Purple Heart veteran. I think I said disabled twice, but you get the gist. So he typically has a sleep schedule of 4 a.m., 4 to 6 a.m. And then he's up in between like 2 and 3 p.m. So he's on a different schedule than everybody else is. But this morning we had the tree stumps get dug out of the backyard. So I had to wake him up early. So we were all up at like 10:30. So he's probably going to be tired and come to bed early tonight. And he even treated us to dinner, which is awesome. We don't usually go out to dinner, and he treated us to the local barbecue spot. Of course, right now I am like mostly plant-based, so I got a salad, but it was still delicious, and I got to eat some hush puppies, which I really love hush puppies. So that was pretty nice, and the kids got to go out. They got to dress nice, and he treated them to some ice cream afterwards. So it was really nice. We don't usually do that. We typically eat at home. That's how we save money, is by eating at home, scratch cooking. What, Mickey? What? What are you growling at? Don't growl at me. What? Silly doggy. Hello, Josh. That is right, right? It is Josh. I have to double check because I don't want to mess it up. Ooh, I hope that's right. I need to start writing these down. I want to say it's Josh. Please don't be wrong, Natasha. Please don't be wrong. It is Josh, right? Don't trick me either by saying your name is like Eddie or something. Okay, good. That was my next story. Good, no, it's Eddie. Be like, oh crap. Yes, like I said, I'm really bad with names, so give me a couple days before I have it like fully mastered, but I'm very bad with names. Like really, really bad. What are you growling at?
That was Chan.
Huh?
That was Chan.
Chan?
You know, the girl.
Come on, Dookie. All right, Mo, it's all right. I've got the world's most protective dog. Oh, thanks, Tiffany, for stepping in. I know you're so tired. You would have said it's Bob. Okay, so then I would have known that you were messing with me because Bob is not one I've heard recently when I've asked people what their name is. So you've got stuff you're planting here soon, Josh? I think you had said in somebody else's chat that you were planting something. What is wrong with you, dog? Stop it. Am I cold? Ish. I think actually Luke turned the heat off and it's supposed to be 39 tonight. So Luke, can you unlock the back door, please? Yes. Yeah, I know. 39 is way too cold. I'm hoping that it doesn't kill everything that I have planted. What all are you putting in this year? I'm kind of venturing off of my norm. I've got some things I'm going to try out this year, like quinoa and what was the other thing? Oh, spoon tomatoes. I've never done spoon tomatoes, so I'm going to try those this year. I've just got a lot of weird elderberry. I just got some elderberry cuttings from my friend Tina today, so hopefully I didn't kill them and they take off. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I would love to do like elderberry syrup or elderberry wine. One of the two. Okay, so a pretty good variety. I wasn't going to do corn this year. My corn last year, I don't think we picked it at the right time. I think we waited too long. So when I canned it, it almost got like the sugar content in it was too much and it got really like sticky. It was really gross. So we weren't going to do those this year, but then after we tilled, there's corn growing in the same spot that we grew corn last year. So I guess we're doing corn this year because it's already like this high. Yeah, so I got cuttings from a friend. They actually have a farm. Let me see if I can find her channel really quick. I don't know if they can ship them or not. Let's see. Here, copy. Oh, I did my husband did some orange watermelon too. I don't do cantaloupe because I do not like cantaloupe. So oh, here is, hello. Let's see, hang on one second, guys. I'm trying to figure out, there we go. Hello.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Thanks for joining me. This is the first time I've ever co-streamed and been the one.
No.
Yeah. I've never
Wow.
been in charge.
Wow, I'm surprised.
I know. I don't know if she ships them or not. You could always ask her. I guess she won't answer her phone now since 10:30, but I can text her and ask her. I paid for them. I just really wanted some. So she sold some to me, but I don't know if she could ship them. If she does, she needs another friend. Yes. So how are you doing tonight?
I am doing not too bad. How about
Not too
yourself?
bad. We are trucking along.
I'd
I
like
was
to hear
on
it.
Shirley's live and then decided
saw
I
you
would
there. Yeah.
test out this shenaniganness on my end because I've never done this myself through
Really?
StreamYard. I've done
Oh, I
lives,
didn't know
but
that.
not on StreamYard.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I
Can't
bet you were
really,
natural.
no, you can't really do StreamYard lives with a monkey.
Ah,
It'd be all
that's a
over
little
the
hard.
place.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see how that'd be a little difficult.
So I just typically use like YouTube and just use my phone to do that. Let's see, we got 11 in. Hello, living my best life. Hello, Tuber Chat. Hello, Andre. These are all coming over from your side.
Yep.
Welcome.
Welcome in.
I know. So I was on Shirley's and then I was like, I'm just not ready to go to bed yet. So we're just going to test all this out and see how this works.
Well, I saw you on earlier, and I said I was going to click the StreamYard, and I was like, well, I have to do something first, so I don't want to click and then need 5 minutes later. So I said, well, let me do what I have to do first, and then I'll come see if you're still on. And I had to go and make my smoothie for tomorrow morning, so I had to make sure I get that done before. So
before you jumped on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I felt bad as soon as I jumped on that my kids needed me to go and then the monkey needed to be put away, but it only took a couple minutes. But that's pretty much how life is. Hello, Gary. Thanks for joining. Oh, and I looked like to see if anybody else was like streaming, but nobody else was streaming or co-streaming. So I was like, well, then I guess we are going to start our own stream tonight.
Okay.
Gary, you can jump up if you want to jump on.
Yeah.
I'm all for learning all these buttons, so feel free. It's weird being on this end of it. I've never been able to control the comment stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of nice.
Gary's at work. Randy's here. Bud Files.
Yes, Randy is.
Bud Files? The Leafs won, huh? Oh.
Woohoo. Well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Hi, Square County. Michelle says, yes, they won. Woohoo.
Well, Michelle, I'm a Bruins fan, so just let you know that.
I don't know what any of that means.
Hockey.
Hockey. NHL. I've only actually watched one hockey game. and I was like 10.
Really? Yeah.
Yep. I got to go with my godparents one time and see a live hockey game. It was the Comets. That's all I remember. I don't remember where. It would have been
Comets?
Ohio. Ohio?
So AHL maybe?
I have no idea.
AHL
No
or
idea.
IHL?
It was fun though.
Yeah.
It's the only hockey game I ever saw.
Wow.
Gary says he's ice skated twice. Okay, I ice skated once and was like, this is awful and I will never do it again. Yes, I roller skated a lot as a kid, but ice skating is a whole different ball game. I was not good at that at all.
Yeah, it takes a little practice when you first do it.
Me and cold just don't mix, okay? So I was like, nope. Just give me the hard floor. If I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall. But I'd rather my face not be plastered to the cold floor at the same time.
Or you hurt your tailbone going the other way.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, we did like roller skating through our church when I was a kid. They did like every month or whatever they had where they would like rent out the local roller rink.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was never great at it though. Don't get me wrong. It was good enough not to fall, but that's about it.
But you had fun.
This is true.
That was the most important
I can't do it now, but I have no idea. Bet Loop, you can answer that one.
I think they do. I think there's an AHL team down in Mississippi still.
Yes. Yeah, so I was in Ohio. Indiana would have definitely had frozen lakes for you to be able to do that. Yep, rollerblades only.
Seawolves, that sounds like him.
Randy, are you jumping off? Oh no. Thanks for stopping by though. I appreciate it. You got to say that you were on my first live. Yay! Seawolves.
I think that's right. Sounds familiar.
Says must be on the coast. This is my first live using StreamYard. So for Ollie's channel, I just use like my phone and go live through YouTube. So this is my first time using StreamYard and actually having people that way.
Yep. Okay.
I don't know how to describe it. This is a different way of doing lives, I guess you could say.
Yes, definitely. Yep. Yes, the Seawolves, Mississippi in Biloxi. That's where they're located. Jeremy T is in the house. What's up, Jeremy T? And we have Beverly Moffat here. Wow, Beverly's here.
Hello, Beverly.
And James Gipe is in the house. Thank you for smashing the like. Appreciate that, James.
I'm pretty sure I paid for this one.
This one's this is not the free one. This is the paid one, huh?
No, I'm pretty sure I paid for this one for the month.
How much is this one?
I think it's $25 a month. Oh, I mean, it's okay. I don't tell my husband, but I pay for a lot of subscriptions that are stupid when it comes to YouTube.
If I can get it cheaper, I would do the paid version. I have the free right now, so I'm limited
Right.
to 20 hours a month.
I think this one's the one that allows me to be able to have other people stream with me.
Yes,
So
because
that's probably the only
because
reason why I did it.
I'm able to stream mine through yours also. tonight.
Right. Which I think is awesome.
It is.
Well, Tanya, you can come on up if you want. Like you said, you could do the free version and piggyback off of mine. Hello, Jeremy.
And then we have Victoria, quiet listener here. Welcome in, Victoria.
Yes. Hi, quiet listener.
Zombie prepper.
You're just bringing in a crowd.
I don't know how. I don't usually get a crowd. We have Ding Lalise from Philippines here. Thank you, Ding, for the thumbs up.
Hello, Ding. Yes, and Devil Dog helped me set up my Nightbot, so the stuff does that. Oh, perfect. Shirley just emailed me. Go, Shirley, go.
Oh, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Well, we appreciate your support, even if it's in the background. Every little bit helps. Nika, lay down. Silly dog. Yeah, you've brought in quite a few. Going through all the buttons because I haven't pushed all the buttons yet. So I'm surprised this many people are still awake.
Yeah, well, I guess depends. You get people from like Victoria's in the West Coast, so it's earlier in the evening.
Right, right.
Caucasian
So
Sasquatch.
I have two channels, Living My Best Life. This one is my second channel. My main channel is Ollie the Monkey, and it is all about my 4-year-old rescued squirrel monkey. And then this one is my second channel that I created like a month ago to do more of like educational budget preps, gardening, how to garden on a budget. Both my husband and I are medically retired disabled veterans, and we are living off of what you call it, fixed income. So a lot of things that we do may not necessarily be pretty, but they get the job done. And so we work a lot with what we have on hand, a lot of scratch meals, stuff along those lines, homemade tinctures to save money on medications, things like that. So that's what I personally do. Button pushing is fun, especially when you've never pushed it. As long as it doesn't like make everything go down. Let's see what we got. Zombie is hitting the haystack. Get out, Mo.
All right. Good night, Zombie Prepper.
Good night, Zombie. Quiet listener is about to go to bed here soon too. I need to find a new audiobook to listen to.
What are your interests?
Motivational, self-help, I guess, is more what I listen to for audiobooks.
Okay.
And that's because I'm more of like a visual learner. And with that topic, it's not necessarily as visual as like herbalism or things like that I'm interested in. So I typically listen to them like when I'm cleaning the monkey cages or like out in the garden. Something I don't have to focus on.
Right, just something in the
100%.
background. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
I understand totally that. Yeah.
Thanks, Beverly. He is cute. He is a lot of work though. Gary says sup to Sasquatch. Yes. So my husband is actually 100% disabled, Purple Heart combat veteran. So he cannot make any more than what he makes for the rest of his life. So it's very hard trying to raise a family on fixed income. It's not
I
easy.
imagine. Yeah, these days, I'm sure.
Yes, because inflation has gone up. Everything's
Right.
gone up besides my
Yep.
pay.
Exactly.
So, and I'm disabled myself, so I can't really go out and do like a typical 9 to 5 job without jeopardizing more surgeries. And we don't really want more surgeries. So I will have to go check those out.
Yeah. Living my best life at 60. She wanted to know if people could drop their links, or if they type prepper
Yep,
in the
that'll
chat,
drop it.
that'll drop everybody's link that wants to have it dropped. Or on my end, if you're in my channel, also you can do Cobalt, either or.
I'll have to add that to my Nightbot.
DJ is in the house.
Hi, DJ. DJ, you can come up if you want. It's pinned at the top of the comments. Hello, the happy gardener. Oh, Gary's saying you can add prepper to your command on your Nightbot.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Well, that is something that's a first for me, because I never had to do that before. So
I did it for like Shirley's because I was in Shirley's chat, or I'm in her chat often. And I did Gary's as well, the 29. So that way, the next time I'm in his, I don't make the mistake of doing that again. Because I definitely was typing 29.
So do I add that as a separate command? Gary, if you're still listening. Because I have the command for the dropping the link. I have the command for the weather. So do I
want to
add
say it
another
as a
command
separate
for
command.
the prepper?
He says yes.
Okay.
No worries, DJ. He said just add a custom command.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not good with Nightbot. I don't have it all figured out yet. Just copy and paste the other command, accept the prompt. That makes sense. That's pretty much what I did for the other ones. Hello, Jonesy. Welcome. Jonesy's in Tasmania, so he's definitely on a different schedule than we are.
Yes.
Jonesy, what time is it there? And if you want to jump up, the link is in the pinned comments. Michelle is asking what kind of channel is Clubhouse?
What kind of channel? I don't have a particular one like you would have a homestead or fishing or like that. It's just a more of a variety type of thing. The Clubhouse part is a sort of a thing where people can come in, hang out, talk about whatever. Sometimes I have topics, but a lot of times I don't. It's just more of I'm going live. Whoever wants to come in, hang out, meet others. It's nothing particular. I don't have a particular niche, so it's more of a hangout, clubhousey type of come on in and hang out with us and talk about whatever, connect with others. I mean, I do the live streams, and I'll do some shorts. I'll do some smaller videos about whatever. It could be like, I think next month is Mental Health Awareness Month, so I might
Oh, that's perfect.
do a little video on that. But yeah, I can't really narrow it down to a niche for me. It's just a open.
It's just your life, huh?
Yeah. Yes, you see some food on there. A lot of the shorts are from my wife cooking and just doing shorts on the
spicy food reviews.
A lot of Filipino dishes. And
I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm all for new recipes.
Oh yeah. And we have AAP's Variety Channel. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Yes, so the Happy Gardener, I would recommend that getting with somebody who does know Nightbot, and you can make them I guess essentially a Nightbot moderator, or where they can go in and they can do it for you. I connected with Devil Dog Eddie, and he set up all of mine for me because once I see it, I'm okay, but I didn't know where to go with it, and everybody was just trying to explain it, and I have to see it first.
Yes.
So that's what I would recommend. Jonesy says it is 12:53. Wow.
Nice. Right at high noon.
Yes. Let's see. I try to go through and make sure I didn't miss anybody's. Now I see why it's very easy to get lost in the chat on this end.
Yes, same here on mine. I have a few more people who came in. Helen's Vlog Official, another Filipina. Spooky Zombie Graveyard.
Hello.
The new Miss Maniac, the Skipper, is here. And of course, AAP's Variety Channel. Great channel. Coastal Water is here. Jose Fantasticville.
They're trying to place your accent.
Can't tell yet, huh? Well, I'm living in North Carolina, but I'm not from here, so that's the.
Let's see. Perfect. That's perfect. That's funny. That cracks me up. Okay, they're guessing Boston. Boston?
Who's the one that guessed?
Living my best
life. Yep, you got it right on the target. I'm doing okay, Gary. Oh, totally. Yep, living my best life at 60. You got it right on.
North Kakalaki.
Fun dining in Alberta is the Skipper's wife.
Yes. Oh yeah, he's asking if you got that command.
Yes.
He might have to
So
be.
if people want to try that, I did what I was supposed to, I think.
So it sounds like a Yolka to me.
No. Yep. So I just
Yay, it
did
works.
I just did prepper in my own one. So
Woohoo!
yeah. So you can do Cobalt or prepper in my chat to drop your link.
Perfect.
Mountain of Inspiration is here.
Hello, hello.
Welcome in. Thank you for the thumbs up.
Gary says you got to do one for 29 now too. You got to get his in there as well.
Well, that'd be cool if we both got 29 likes.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Since Gary's here. Well, Skipper, I think Devil Dog can help you on that one, probably.
Yes.
Okay, Helen. Have a nice morning where you are.
So for me, a prepper or prepping doesn't necessarily mean like I'm wearing a foil hat, and into all the conspiracy stuff. But it more so means like if the city had to cut off my water right now with no notice, would I be okay? Would I be able to take a shower of some way, shape, or form, brush my teeth, have water, feed my animals, things like that is more so what I consider prepping. I am, both my husband and I are military vets, so we do know the medical side of it as well, first aid and everything like that. But to me, it's more so being prepared for natural disaster or, contamination or anything along those sort of lines. It doesn't necessarily mean having this beautiful pantry where every single jar is all stacked just beautiful, like some of these other channels, but then never eating that. I'm personally somebody that only stocks what I eat and I rotate what I eat. I try to keep a good amount on the shelf for just in case, but I don't know. It's really hard when a lot of these other channels just have so much money to throw into this stuff. And I don't, I'm doing this on fixed income, but I want it to be if I got cut off in some way, shape, or form, I would have something that I could trade with somebody or a skill that could be used, if grid went down. So I personally have the military training, the weapons training. I love canning. I know some herbalism. I know how to tincture. Things like that to me are survival skills that could then piggyback off of somebody else. So like my husband knows the trapping, the shelter building, the fire stuff. So, we kind of have a good umbrella, and anything that we don't know, we could use our skills to trade with somebody else. So that's to me what a prepper should be, not necessarily like the government's going to crap tomorrow, but if it does, it does. Having a garden, learning how to seed save, learning how to dehydrate, just learning how to do things without modern technology.
Yep. I totally understand that. Yep. Definitely.
Let's see.
Well, Skipper, I've never gardened myself either. So there's two of us.
It's a lot of fun.
It's
It's frustrating. It's
I'd probably
frustrating.
be interested in it if I could. You know.
I do have a rain barrel, and I do use it. I have a small pump. It is electric based, but I do have solar panels as well, if needed, that I can pump water to my garden.
Nice.
Tough thing to prepare for. Yep. Yes. And I watch a lot of other like bigger prepper channels, so like Southern Prepper One, and he's prior military as well, and he will say that he doesn't feel like he's prepared. If he's not prepared, then none of us are prepared, essentially, because he has the money to put towards all of his preps. He's got the animals and everything else set up. He's more prepared than 90% of us, and if he doesn't feel prepared, then none of us probably feel prepared. So it's definitely like that for everybody. Yes, Beverly, if you don't count children as monkeys, Ollie is the only monkey I have.
Hi, Shorty's Adventures here. Hi, Shorty, how are you? And Mom of 4 boys, how are you? Welcome in.
Oh, I'm getting so behind on comments. My wife and I kill artificial plants. That's funny. That is funny.
Yeah, I'm doing okay, Mom of 4. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Thank you, Tanya, for joining. Regular disasters, yes, I know. Nuclear is a whole different ball game. Let's hope it never goes there, though.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Let's hope it never does. There, I think I caught up on the chats. Oh. Let's see. How many you got on your end?
I have 13.
Okay, so you got a good chunk. How long have you been on YouTube? Well, I've been on YouTube for almost 5 years now. So this is my second channel. The main channel I have is Ollie the Monkey. And we started that right when he was first born. And he's about to be 5. So yeah, this is my second channel. This channel is only like a month old, 2 months old, maybe.
I'm working on my first year of YouTube putting out content. So almost about a year ago this time I first started the channel up. So yeah. Still very small.
Yeah, I think a lot of people started YouTube when the pandemic hit. I think a lot of people started YouTube.
And I had no intention of doing my own channel or anything like that at all. I was trying to convince the wife to do one because she likes cooking. I figured that'd be a great thing to do, but she was always shy about it. So, I said, well, one of us should do it.
Right. Hi, Jonesy.
Jonesy.
I don't know how long you were down in the basement. I'm really sorry. I just looked down and noticed you were there. So I hope you weren't down there too long.
Let me say this. I was there for ages.
Oh, I feel so bad. I'm sorry.
No, I just appeared. That's all good.
Thank goodness. So. Remember, I'm new to this whole This is my
That's
first time being the
Right.
actual host.
That's why I said
So,
it like
it's
that.
weird. There's so
Ooh.
many buttons.
Got Nitro Freak in the house. What's up, Nitro Freak? And we have Mona. Hello, Mona.
It's the 25th of April here. And it's our Anzac Day commemorations. So it's like your Memorial Day. So
Oh,
there's like a big
okay.
parades. Or like every small town's got a parade. The big cities have got big parades, and there's flyovers, and there's marching bands and all that sort of stuff. So I've been down there supporting the guys, and went down and marched along with them, and had a bit of fun. I mean, enjoyed the commemorations and celebrations.
It looks like you got some red there on your cheeks, so it must be sunny there.
Oh, I was on the beach too. When it finished, I took my
He was on the beach. Oh,
well, the march is right on the beach. The march marches along the waterfront at the beach and goes into the park where the cenotaphs are. So it's a pretty cool spot. But I went down, took the GoPro down, put the GoPro in the water for the first time. I was a bit dubious.
oh, I would be super nervous to do that.
I was,
Ah!
but the footage is amazing. So it looks great. So anyway, that's for another video. That's going to come out soon.
That'll be cool. Yes, Score County, I think you're the only one who enjoys editing videos. I don't enjoy it. Takes a lot of time.
The new Miss Maniac, Skip, he says they celebrate Anzac Day in Canada as well. Good on you, mate. It's probably yours is just about to come up, but ours is basically everyone's in the clubs and pubs and having a good old time right now with the 2 Up and all that sort of stuff. I thought I'd better behave myself and come home. I'm in enough trouble.
Oh, no.
I don't need more trouble.
No, we don't need more trouble. That's for sure.
Well, I think she just keeps me on my toes. But so
Wow,
you're enjoying your life?
Yes, I can't believe it's already been an hour and a half. Time goes fast.
Sure does.
It sure does. And it is really cool. Yes, it is really cool to connect with people from all over the world. There's another gentleman that I found through somebody else's chat. He's Mark the Spider Guy, and he's got a bunch of spiders. And I showed my son all the spiders the other day, and he was like, "Mama, those are cool. Can we get one?" And I was like, "No."
Get that tarantula, please.
No, we are not getting a tarantula. But it's really cool. And, when I had seen you in one of the lives, Jonesy, like we had literally just talked about like that area location with my daughter and how the seasons were different than what we're doing now. And she was just mind blown. So it is really cool.
Yeah, technology today for children. Imagine what our children or your children of your generation of today are going to be in another 30 years from now.
Oh my goodness. Brainwashed.
That's an explosion. Yeah.
A jumping spider. No. Michelle, you can keep that. I don't.
Yes. Big up Shady. He's got some good ones.
Yes, he does.
Isn't that funny? That's so funny.
Yeah.
That cracks me up.
Yes. The only thing I've realized since I've got the GoPro is that my computers just aren't good enough to handle the data.
Yeah.
So that's the next mission, is to get a decent computer for editing.
Computer.
Yep.
Right, Gary? That would be, yes. Gary, I would totally spell all of it wrong. So
I would say messy. His spelling would be messy.
More food. Kibble, treat. That's what he was spelling. I've got my dog right over there laying down.
Oh yeah, Charlie was at the door. When I got back to the house, like we're parked in the car, and Charlie gets up in the our dog gets up in the window and he looks at us, and he like usually we don't see him, we just see him looking at us. But the wife inside said, "Do you know how long he sat at the window crying for you to come in?" I said, "No," because I was looking at the footage in the GoPro,
Mm-hmm.
and he said he was crying, and she's actually come down and said, "Come inside before the dog has a fit."
Oh no.
Yeah, he loves me, little bugger. It's nice.
I
He's
have
about
not watched that series. That would make me cringe too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've
here's
got
another one from Big Up Shady. Oh my. You get what you deserve. Oh man.
Do you guys have that TV show, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here?
Nope. Not that I know of.
Well, over here, we send our celebrities, other sports stars, and politicians, TV personalities, all sorts of media people, and they all go into this jungle, into a camp, and they have to do challenges. Like the hosts come in and say, they ask people to ring in and say, who would you like to see do a challenge tomorrow? And they pick people, and these people have to do the most either scary, breathtaking challenges, or they have to eat the worst things in the world you could possibly think of.
Nope.
And you should.
Sounds like Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, for celebrities, it's pretty cool actually. It's and the money they raise all goes to charities. So, but it's an interesting show. But we've been watching that lately, and there's been some interesting dishes they've put out for them to eat. And these are big celebrities eating offal and all sorts of stuff that I won't mention here. But,
I couldn't do it. If it's crawling on the plate, no go.
But the thing is, what they get, if they do the mission, they get stars. And the amount of stars equals the amount of food they get delivered that night so they can cook their own meals. So if the celebrities don't do the mission,
they don't get to eat.
No.
Oh no.
And that's the thing with this show. Like they go, they're starving, and they go, you're gonna have to do it. And this girl's going, oh, but I can't eat that. And they go, we need the stars. And then the guy will say, I'll give you a bonus star if you do it. And then she just closes.
Oh no.
And you see it. And then they swallow. They got to stick their tongue out, and then they. Yeah, it's rather gross, but
I couldn't do it. Nope.
It's entertaining.
I bet. It sounds like Fear Factor. It sounds like our version of Fear Factor.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they like blend up a bunch of grossness and make them drink it. Yeah, pretty gross. Living my best life. My dog is a boxer. And then I have my husband's service dog is an American Bulldog. And then we have a pup from them. So a boxer American Bulldog who is 2 years old. So we have 3 dogs. This one made me laugh too. That's why I was chuckling.
Yeah, YouTube. It's been around for a long time. Try 29 into the chat. I have to go over to here, Gary. Do this.
That's funny.
Drum roll, please. That's pretty cool.
Yay!
Well, I could have done applause.
There you go. There you go. Thanks for joining us, JHT.
Yeah, so what have you been what's the agenda you've been talking about tonight, or you just been hanging out?
Oh, I have just been testing out how this shenanigan works. So I was on Shirley's live earlier, and up on her panel, and then she got off and nobody else was live where I could jump on theirs. So I decided to try out hosting
Actually,
because I've never done lives on StreamYard.
looks
So
like
it's
you're
the
doing
first
very
time.
well. You're doing good. It's not much to it, is it? You just come up and
No,
talk.
but there's a lot of buttons.
Oh yeah, it's
If you've never like actually looked at StreamYard buttons before, there's a lot of buttons.
yeah. Have you? So you can hook up like multi or 2 cameras at least. I do 2 cameras, so that's the wide angle camera, and then you just go to your settings. You go to your cameras and you click. They both cameras are in the settings, and you just click the other one,
Oh,
and then you come back to this one,
that's kind of cool.
and then you can say, "I'm just going back to my wide shot."
Well, I don't have really much to show anybody. I'm in a really weird room, so
Oh, yeah. I'm in a room out the back. Out the back of the house. This is another separate building where I play drums and make noise and do radio and a few things.
Hey,
buttons are good as long as you know what you're pushing. If not, you could accidentally do something wrong.
You don't want to push somebody's buttons.
This is
Pick it
true.
They get upset.
Christmas sticker. StreamYard, the one I'm using in order to stream and have other people on as well, it's paid.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so you can piggyback off of somebody who has a paid account when they're streaming. From my understanding, right?
yes.
Okay.
I think you can do that without being on there, or can you, or can't you? I'm not 100% sure, but I've got accounts in all sorts of things. I pay licensing fees for
Me too.
music.
Yep.
So I try to hold back on, if I don't have to spend another $20 a month, I'll hold back on StreamYard for as long as I can. So I've been on the free version.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I use Epidemic Sound for music for both of my channels. So, and it's per channel. So there's $30 right there. And then
I broadcast music, so I actually do
you
radio.
actually have to pay
a
the
licensing
big dollars.
Yeah, well, because if you do it in certain fees are for certain things, so depending on who you play is how much you pay. So I promote independent bands that are haven't been signed to the major labels, so then the major labels don't get any cut of it. The money goes directly to the independent
to the artist.
Yeah, so I've been doing that for about 12 years.
That's pretty cool. Living my best life. I haven't used any other streaming services because I typically don't do lives. Like I said, this is my second channel. My monkey channel is very hard to do lives. And if I do a live, I'm doing it on my phone because the monkey's all over the place. So I can't actually be stationary with a monkey.
You can officially say the monkey's on my back or the monkey's off my back.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've had a monkey backpack. They'll literally just hang on the back of my shirt and I walk around the yard. Yep.
That is mind blowing to me. That is cool. But you probably think it's
Shadow Scout Swede is here. Welcome in, sir. Welcome in. Simply Jan Homestead. Hello.
Hi, Jan.
Hi, Jan. Good to see you. It's the 25th. I got my little book. I was like writing down the hours that I.
He did crawl down my shirt today, Mona. It was very cold. outside. Well, not really, but cold for him. So he was definitely trying to get warm. I brought a blanket out for him the entire time I was filming or streaming, but he did not want the blanket.
And what's the weather like?
Today it was colder. It was like 68, 69, low 70s. But we've been having like 85, 89. So
Yeah. And that little change makes a difference, doesn't it? Because
it does.
you start getting into t-shirts and
Yeah.
and shorts, and you enjoy the weather, and the next thing you know, you get a bit of a bite in the air.
Yeah.
Just checking my couple of channels while I'm here.
That is warm for the UK. My husband's from the UK.
Is he? So how long's he been over in the States?
He's a military brat, so a lot of his life he's been over here.
So
his dad was stationed in Japan for a while too.
Oh, cool.
So he's kind of all over the place.
What sort of does he support a football team in England?
Not that I know of. No.
Is he a soccer fan? No.
No, not one that I've heard.
He doesn't yell and scream on the weekends then when something
Nope.
goes wrong.
Nope.
Okay, well, I've seen a few Englishmen go crazy.
Well, thank you for stopping in.
Yep. Living my best life at 60. Thank you for the visit. Appreciate that.
And ain't that the truth? Living my best life at 60. I can agree to that.
Oh man, then don't move to North Carolina because we get into the 100s a couple times a
Yep.
year.
Yeah.
Oof.
Have you heard of the
Nice and
town
humid too.
Murfreesboro? In North
Murphy.
Carolina? Murfreesboro.
I want to say that's more in the mountains, isn't it?
What's that?
I think so.
It's a small little
Murphy's?
town. Yeah, Murfreesboro.
I want to
Borough.
say that's close to like Franklin.
Yeah, it is.
Does
close
that
to
sound
Frank-
right? Okay.
Yeah.
I looked at a couple houses down there at one point. That's the only reason I know that.
I
I
got
really
friends
love
there.
that area, but it was just, I need high-speed internet, and it was just too far in the boondocks.
Yeah, he has.
But
a
it's
few
so
issues.
pretty. Such a pretty area.
Yeah, I got friends there. I got to get over there soon to see them.
We actually had the ice cream truck come through probably 4 weeks ago. And I was like, y'all, isn't it way too early for the ice cream truck to be coming through town? My kids got all excited. I was like, no, the ice cream truck is too expensive. They want
Yeah,
like
and-
$6 for a little SpongeBob icy. Like, that's just
I know.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Prices have gone up on everything, but if
Oh
you,
my gosh, it's ridiculous.
and it's not just like you think in our little community here, you think, why are the prices going up so dear? But it's not just
Right.
here, it's worldwide.
It is. It is for sure.
And we have Lark's Homesteadish.
Homestead-ish. I like that.
These little chickies. Welcome in, Lark's.
Gary, it is too early for ice cream, especially if you have to pay for it. Actually, my husband treated us to dinner and ice cream tonight. So that's what
Well.
we had, which saved me from having to cook and do dishes.
That was the first thing I had when I come back from the march. I come inside, the dog was looking at me. I said, get out of my way, dog. I want something cold. What is it? Oh, I'll have an ice cream. And he looked at me with crying eyes going, I want to.
Please.
Yeah. We actually buy him ice cream for him. So he gets his ice cream.
Yeah, I know. Gary, this was probably the first ice cream I've had in like 3 years because I'm actually allergic to it. So I don't typically eat anything dairy. Why am I not seeing Gary coming up on my screen?
He's in
He's in
Natasha's-
my chat is why, and you're over in Clubhouse chat.
Oh, this is a split live, is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, okay. Now I get you. I was wondering why there's a lot of belt lip. All right. Well,
Sherbert.
you enjoy doing the split lives? Is there something in the split lives that you sort of don't like, or is there something in there that you would like to improve? Is there? 'Cause I've never done one.
I don't know. So I've been on like both ends of it, and I would say, as somebody who's like piggybacking, I don't like the fact that you have to have the multiple chats popped up. So, like, as the host, I can see all of your guys' comments, right? But like, Clubhouse can only see his, and then he has to go to like StreamYard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like how that part of it is. I kind of wish that it would just merge everybody's chat together so that way we could all interact with each other and it not be like this chat is separate from this chat and that chat's separate from this chat. That's kind of really the biggest thing I would like to change is the chats just kind of merge all together.
Yeah, you're not the first person to say that, I've heard.
Yeah. Exactly, Molly. Yes. Especially when you get like 6 or 7 people on the panel, you know, and somebody's like randomly like, oh, this person just joined. Well, I can't see that, you know, so it's kind of, had I seen that, I might have like stopped talking for a second to welcome them in, but like I can't see that as somebody who's not the host.
Yeah.
You know,
I quite like the lives where you like the old school lives where you say there's 1 or 2 people on the screen, and so and it's people will come in and make comments about the subject you're talking about. I'm sort of liking those lives at the moment instead of the randomness of people just popping in and popping out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my radio days, you know, like when you have a guest.
Yeah, it could be. It's sort of
Maybe having more of like a
you're
structure.
trained that way with radio. So.
Yeah, it's a bit ingrained, I suppose. And like the strange people used to ring up and used to vet it before you could put it to air. You know, you'd go hello, and they go wow 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 wow. Yeah, it's there, mate. Yeah.
Thanks, Josh, for joining us.
Yeah, g'day, Josh.
I know most people here are going to bed.
Oh,
You're just
good night.
chilling. It's 1 o'clock there.
1:30, beautiful sunny.
That's so
afternoon.
crazy.
Yeah, the worst part about this sort of side of the social aspect is that in the middle of the day, like this is 1:30, so if I've got to go working somewhere, everyone relaxed in America and Canada and doing their thing on that side of the world are sitting back, chilled out, doing their lives, and there's lives. Everyone's social, and then when you knock off, it's like late night, and then you sleep during their sort of daytime coming into it. There's only this little window for about an hour or so where you're both at home at the same time, and then or you're at home trying to go live and they're at work. It's just, yeah, it's just that's the only thing that sort of. I went live the other night and I had more Australians in it than I had anybody else. And actually, for the first time ever, my stats on my my numbers on my YouTube channel, I've got more Australians watching now than I've ever had. So, which is very unusual.
Well, that's good because they've got better CPMs than,
well,
than like
all Americans.
India does.
Yeah, at the start it was America, like 80% was American watching. Yeah.
It's so funny how videos hit for certain analytics. So at one time, my monkey channel was like super heavy for like India and Brazil.
Well, that's where monkeys roam the streets.
So I was getting like a ton of views from over there, but they didn't really help the channel any because it's such a low CPM. So it was like they got to watch the video for a lot cheaper than like somebody else does ad wise.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, that's unusual. You would think it'd be the similar, wouldn't you? But I suppose if
No,
they're trying
every country is like different.
yeah.
So like I know Australia is like super high. So like you would make more off of the same amount of views if all of your viewers from Australia versus if they were from Brazil or India or another.
I've got a music video out on my music channel and it's all the comments are from Brazil. So there's like about 8,000 views, all from Brazil. Just they love this one band that I filmed, and they just go, oh, we can't get enough of them. Get some more. And I go, oh man, they live 3,000 miles away. It's not like I can just
plop them over. Here you go. Boop.
Yeah. I got to fly or sail. I can't just drive my car either. So I'm on an island.
Right. Gary, I'm not sure who the top CPM is now. That's something I researched like 4 years ago. I haven't researched it now. It's probably changed, but I know Australia is very high. If not the top.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't surprise me because we are the best.
They just had to say that, you know.
Everyone wants to live in Australia.
This is true. It's the kangaroos.
Oh man, they've cleaned my whole.
The ones that ate your garden, right?
I'm looking at it right now. They've left beans behind. They haven't eaten all the beans. So obviously,
that would just anger me. Like to just leave food there.
They've eaten the carrots, the peppers, the peas, and the other Asian carrots, and then my lettuce. They've eaten all those, completely wiped them out, and they've left beans. So it looks like we're going to have a good feed of beans this year.
I seriously died when Jonesy was on the first chat that I saw him on, and he was saying that the kangaroos ate his garden. I thought he was joking, but he's not joking. The kangaroos jumped the fence and ate his garden.
That's it. We're talking about
Australia isn't in the top 10 anymore. That surprises me, to be honest. So who's number one? Now I'm curious. Since you're looking it up, I want to know. USA is number 10.
That can't be right. Surely, Gary, you're fudging the figures.
No, it changes. It fluctuates. Norway's number one.
Nice.
So I'm assuming within the top 10 is like Greenland and Iceland as well. UK's top 5. Number 2 is Germany.
I should do some German.
I am not good with German. I mean, I know you're counting.
Wie heißt du? I'm asking you, what's your name? That's about it.
I took German for 3 years, and I can honestly tell you I don't know much of it.
Tell me about it. Me and you are the same.
I don't even know where that is. Moldova?
Moldova, yep.
I don't know where that is.
Like around Yugoslavia. The old Yugoslavia, you know, the Slovaks, is it? Is that what you say now?
Algeria?
Oh, gee, that's unusual.
I don't think I've ever had a viewer from there. Oh, that number 5 I'm surprised with. Hang on, I'm waiting for it to come up in Steam. There it goes. First StreamYard.
No, that doesn't surprise me. They're a real progressive. They're a progressive nation. For sure.
Sweden.
Number 6, yeah. Sweden. This is interesting. Educational. I need to start reaching out to some of these other countries and grabbing viewers. Finland. Okay, Finland was one that was up in the top before when I had looked. So I'm not surprised that one's still.
Yep.
Good night, Molly. Thanks for joining us. 8 is the UK. Yep. I'm not surprised by that one either.
Yeah, but see, like the UK, for instance, there's how many millions of
Canada.
people in that little island?
It's true.
Like, there's, I don't know the population there, but like, we've got 25 million on a massive island that's as big as the US, and how many million have you got over there? 200 and something. We've only got 25.
Yay, Canada. See, Michelle, you beat the US in this. 70 million. That's a lot of people.
So where's that? The US? That can't be the US. That's England.
That's England, I think.
Yeah, US is 200 and something, I'm sure. And they just
200 too many.
And they walk in every day. Sorry about that. I just had to jab.
I have a lot of the UK, Canada, and Japan.
Japan's a cool country.
Yes, my husband's been to Japan. I have not. Sounds really pretty, though, from what he said.
My daughters have been there. It's for whatever reason, it just attracts them. We keep waiting for something to come in the chat. Waiting on Gary again. Gary, what have you done? You stopped the counting.
Gary did 1 through 10. He did 1 through 10. 10 was the USA.
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 All right.
USA.
Hey, my town's only got 20,000 people, and we probably had 1,500 maybe at the parade. It wasn't bad. There was a fire too, so all the fire trucks and everyone had to leave. They usually go in the parade. The kids like to see the fire trucks.
Hello, Kyle. Welcome.
What's up, Kyle?
Yeah, USA is definitely not one when it comes to Google. Google payouts. The lowest on the totem pole. It's going well. We're just chilling on a late night. Jonesy's in his midday.
Tuesday afternoon. Yep.
Tuesday afternoon, and we're about to hit Tuesday.
Yeah, we're in the future.
Oh, yes.
I got the buttons ready to go.
I actually have a really cool road type, I don't know what you call it, switchboards with a bunch of buttons, but I don't have it set up. And I have a full microphone set. I don't have it set up though.
Yeah, well, I've got the Rodecaster Pro. Is that what you got?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, that looks just like mine. Yep. I don't know how to use this stupid thing though.
Oh, well, I can give you lessons. It's simple as anything.
I think I tried to mess with it and then just didn't have any use for it because obviously I didn't do lives like on my computer, so I had no use for it.
Yeah, see, like you can slide your microphone to different levels, and that's the volume for everything. That one, and then you've got other settings, but then you've got that's my intro for my radio show. That's the laughter cam, and then I've got that's the applause cam. This is the wahs, I think.
That's awesome.
Got a little drum roll. And then The suspense. And I can't hold that straight, can I? Geez, I'm shaking a bit with the left hand. And then, yeah. Oh, Jesus. I don't realise that. My left hand's got a wobble. Anyway, these two here.
You can make them. You can like pre-record your own stuff on there, can't you?
You can have anything you want, but that's like when there's no one listening and you want to be funny.
Yes, the crickets.
Yeah. And that's the way I've got it set up. And
Love it.
breathing in and breathing out. Yeah. Anyway, that's my little wall of stuff people have sent me.
That is a ton of stuff.
Yeah, sort of.
I need to get on this whole sticker thing. This sticker thing is like new to me. This is not a thing for the monkey stuff, but I've noticed that many of channels have stickers of all the other channels.
Yeah.
So I need to do a big order of stickers and send them out to people.
I can bring that camera back to where it should be. Yeah. Stickers seem to be like the new collectors trading.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like everybody sends them to each other, and then some
Yeah.
people have them up on like boards. I know Randy puts them on the side of his truck as he travels, which is cool. Yeah, that's so. I
There's
need to
actually-
get something going.
There's actually 3 channels on this one sticker.
Okay,
Australian Radio Indie.
Radio Jonesy, and then the ASMR. Huh.
Yeah. And then for the limited collector's edition. No, it's
Oh
not
my
a big
gosh,
rat.
that's
It's not a big
funny.
rat. It's a Tasmanian devil. That's what they actually look like.
That's funny.
Anyway, someone, Devil Dog, decided to cut me out one of them. He said, "You got to do one of them." I said, "Oh, okay, if you believe it."
If I have to, I will. Big Up Shady says they do key rings in the UK. That would be cool too.
These are the postcards.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary looking.
Yeah, these walk around the forest, just walk around, and they're like
Oh no.
they're carnivores that rip. Like if something's on the ground that's either dead or can't move, well, they're gone when these guys turn up.
Why couldn't you do like a cute kangaroo on there?
Just Tasmanian, the only place in the world they are. Tasmania. And this is the shape of the island.
Oh, that's cool. I like that, how it's got all the different backgrounds in it.
And what else is there? I have this one as well, which is nearly similar, but just
Now, what's that building that's in the background? Is that like Is
Yeah,
that like a special building of some sort?
that's the convict ruins in the sandstone one.
Yeah. It's really pretty looking.
That's the convict ruins down in down near Hobart. There's a lot of old like convict stuff. Tasmania was actually the first place when England come to settle. They decided it was cold down here. We were a smaller island, and we could bring the worst of the worst of the people who didn't want to settle in New South Wales or in Sydney, and we'll ship them down to Van Diemen's Land, they called it, which is Tasmania. And it's probably the nicest place in the world if you were going to be a prisoner. you've turned up into paradise. Really, it's like I describe Tasmania as Hawaii by the South Pole. So it's very much like Hawaii,
Ugh,
but
that's the life.
but by the South Pole, because the South Pole is the closest landmass behind us. Across the water, you hit the South Pole if you go that way, and so we do get some cold winters and some cold waters.
That's pretty cool. I guess if I'm ever a prisoner, send me there, please.
Hawaii
sounds nice.
Well, it's it's sort of bizarre. Like if you're living in London and you stole a loaf of bread back in the when was that? 1778 or whatever it was.
Oh, I'm not good with history. My husband is. I am really bad.
And their jails were filling up that much that they wanted to find a new place to send their prisoners.
Send people.
Yeah, and they sent them to Australia. Like you got the golden ticket. You got.
Oh no!
I stole a loaf of bread. Send me to Australia. Woo-hoo.
Oh my!
And they didn't know what they were getting. Well, that's sort of like a bizarre way of thinking of history, but
right. That's crazy.
But we are bizarre.
Let's see. Well, okay. So Michelle's getting off too. I'm actually about to jump off myself. It is almost midnight here.
Yeah. Time for me to. I was hoping to get to 29, but likes, but.
What are you sitting at?
28.
Oh no! Wait, let me see if I can jump over and hit it.
That's what I was going to say. We could arrange that, but
let's see.
Nice.
You are.
If you haven't hit the like button, hit it.
Yes. Oh, of course. There's too many things pulled up on my computer. It won't. Okay, but Luke says, "Hold on."
Of course, you like that number.
Oxfordshire is where he was born at. There, did it go up yet?
Not yet. So this is 28. All right.
You're just forever stuck at 28. You will not get the satisfaction of getting to 29.
I'm just trying to get to 29, Shady. That's all. Before I leave.
I'm trying to see.
29.
Yay!
Now I can go.
Yay!
With a smile on your face.
All right. Thanks so much for joining me this evening.
My pleasure. I wish I had more time. I would have earlier.
Oh, that's okay. I'm still learning how this all works. So probably try to schedule stuff next time and maybe have like topics next time. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, let's talk about
maybe be more organized. I don't know. Not that I don't enjoy the randomness, because it's kind of nice to be able to interact with the chat and what they're dealing with and what their questions are too.
It's good to start with some sort of subject matter and then you sort of flow with wherever it takes you.
Right, for sure. So thank you so much for coming in. I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day to Jonesy.
That's right.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody in the chat. Goodbye. Thanks for joining us.
Say hi to your monkey for me.
Yes, I definitely will.
Okay, see you next time. Oh, you gotta hit end stream. Don't forget to hit end stream. This is a beginner's problem. They do not hit end stream, and the stream will continue. Even if I jump out, it'll still be there, I'm sure. So come back wherever you are. And yes. Now I can play some music and really spoil the stream. Oh, couldn't do that. Yes, hello, Shady Limited. 20 minutes it goes, does it? And then it cuts out? Yep. You got to come back.
Apparently, I have to click more buttons.
Yes, you got to come back and click the end stream.
Oh, that's hilarious. I can't just jump out of the studio like I do before.
That's a rookie mistake. I've
Oh
seen
my
this many
gosh.
times.
That's so terrible. That's funny though. Yes, Gary, I know. I figured
I'm
it
glad
out.
you kept watching.
Yes, because I saw you and I was like, oh no, he's by himself. Then I was like, wait a minute, this did not stop.
Yes.
Okay, so now
I could've
seriously
jumped
this
off. Like,
time. Thank you. Bye, everybody. We're going to hit the end broadcast.
Yes, end stream. And then it goes gray.